Welcome to the Gatekeepers Podcast with Billy Grove, where the fence world gets real, raw, and unfiltered. Billy's not just an industry leader, he's a hands-on pro who knows what it takes to build quality fences and strong teams. So grab a cold one, settle in, and get ready for straight talk about the trade. Today's show is brought to you by Mr. Fence Academy, National Metal Industries, J.C. Gurry Signs and Decals, and Orlando Hinge Company. If you're looking to hit the next level in your fence company, check out Mr. Fence Academy. Real fencers, real job sites, real training equals real results. And now, live from the Mr. Fence Academy studios, here's your host, Billy Grove.
What is going on, Fence Fam? How's everybody doing? Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, however you're watching, listening, how are we doing tonight? I hope everybody has had a wonderful day and a wonderful past week since the last time I have been in your news feed. We got a great show lined up tonight, guys. We got Daniel Lynch of Lynch's Lawn and Fence, somebody that I have been quietly watching on Facebook for the past year. I can't wait to actually get him on and find out about him. First and foremost, though, guys, we do have to give a huge shout out to our sponsors who make this thing happen every single week. First up, we got Mr. Fence Academy. If you guys are still looking to up the level of your fence company, whether it be the business side or the installation side, go check out www.mrfenceacademy.com. Even if you don't join the academy, get yourself to one of those trainings, level up, and kick some ass. Next up, we have National Metal Industries, very well known for privacy slats for chain link material, vinyl, ornamental iron, aluminum. But recently, they just dropped a new aluminum handrail kit. Comes in 3 foot tall, 6 foot wide, and 8 foot wide sections, white and black. Really cool kits, guys. Go check them out over at www.nmifence.com. Next up, excuse me. Next up, we have J.C. Gurry. If y'all are still looking for a fence sign to put on your fence after everything's done, finished, pretty, payments collected, go check out the folks over at J.C. Gurry at www.jcgurry.com. All the signs come with Mylar lamination, make your sign stand out for 10 years down the road. Man, I'm tripping up all over this sponsor shout out list tonight, but it's all right. Last but not least, guys, we have Orlando Hinge Company, aka the Swan Hinge. And if y'all are still struggling with these uphill swing gates on like double drives where one leaf swings uphill without making nasty cuts, huge gaps, I highly recommend going and getting yourself a Swan Hinge over at www.swanhinge.com. They really do work. I've installed probably 12, 15 sets now. Love them. Awesome product. Go give Kevin and his guys a shout. Boom. So we made it through that, even though I tripped up all over it, but it's okay. Like I said, we do have Mr. Daniel Lynch on the show tonight. And without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and bring him and his wife on the screen, and we're going to get to it. Hey, guys, how are you?
And we're great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. It's kind of getting back to normal weather here in Florida. I'm sure it's kind of getting back to normal weather for there or for you guys over in Louisiana, right?
Right. Yeah. A lot of ice and snow over the last couple of weeks, last week.
Yeah, man. We missed out on the snow, but we did get some ice. It was cold. It was cold for us Southern boys. So I'm not a fan.
You got to do what you got to do, though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, for starters, will you tell our viewers and our listeners who you are and where you're out of?
All right. So we're out of Bossier City, Louisiana. By the way, this is my smoking hot. If you want to find out, check it out on Facebook. This is my smoking hot wife of 31 years. Just smoke. So she's the one that makes me look good, makes everybody else look good. So we got to give her a shout out. This is Amber. She's my smoking hot wife. Got 2 kids. One's a doctor and one's in college. So yeah, love it. Super proud of my kids. Super proud of my wife. She's my coach. She's my mentor. She's everything. But yeah, so that's just a little bit about us together, about just a little bit about what we are and who we are. We're a really, really Christian family. We're a strong family. We didn't come from much. We're underdogs, 100% underdogs. But we didn't come from much, but we're trying to break the bloodline. That's what we're trying to do. But we're trying to create leaders. And I think we're in the fence industry, obviously, but that's what we're trying to do. We are trying to create leaders in every aspect of everything we do and touch every single day.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, like I said before I brought you on the screen, I've been silently watching you guys' post on Facebook over the last year. And when they first started coming up, I don't know if I was just now seeing them or if you had been posting them all the time. I was like, oh man, here's another grass cutting guy trying to get into the fence world. And I was just like, let me just shut up and just watch. So I did. And then like over time, I was like, oh man, these guys know what's up. And then I saw a post pounder and I was like, all right, yeah, these guys know what's up. These dudes know what's up. And like for the longest time, you didn't put your face on social media, not that I saw. And then over like the past couple of months, you've been doing some lives here and there. And like I was like, okay, now I have a face to the company. I was like, now I know who to actually reach out to, because like I said, I've been quietly watching you guys, loving you guys' progress over the past couple of years. And I just wanted to just put that out there for the world to know.
Yeah. So, hey, see, that's the thing is, and yes, we did. There was a lot of, we started a lot of controversy, of course, with the post pounder thing, that had worked out a lot. But as far as like getting on social media, we kind of learned that, hey, it's really not about, not about us. The fence industry is not about us. Yes, we're here to make a living. This fence industry has given us so much. There's so many guys out there, and we talk to a lot of people every single day. Try to get back to every Facebook message, try to get back to every messenger, try to get back to every email. It's just really, really hard, especially when you post a lot of content. Yep. But the thing about it is I want to make sure is I want to give back to people. I want to answer the questions. And yeah, there's people out there. Sean King tells me all the time, he said, man, I don't know how you deal with being so nice to people. But I look at it like this, as like literally, it's not my job to go out there and argue with you. If you don't like the way I'm doing things, hey, it's great. Great. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and carry on a conversation with you and argue with you about it. All I'm going to tell you is I love you. I hope you keep killing it. And if you like the way you're doing it, keep doing it that way. I tried it like that myself for a long time. It didn't work. I mean, it did work, but it just wasn't for me. And so, but I was like, I was stuck in my ways. I wasn't going to do anything. I told Sean, I was like, I seen him at Defense Tech last year. He's doing the whole no dig, no dig. I'm like, bro, you got to go somewhere. I told her, I said, come on, let's go. Get out of here. Let's get away from this guy. He's an idiot. And then now I talk to that. I literally probably talk to him. What?
At least every day.
At least every day.
Once a day.
At least every day, if not every other day, I talk to him. I mean, really, really, never met him, never shook hands or nothing with him. But it's just, a lot of these guys don't open your mind to what's going on. And I revert back to the thing he says about grandpa and put fences up like grandpa. Yeah, that works fine. There's still grandpas that carry flip phones around. Try to send an email from your flip phone. Try it. See how it works. So it's just, we got to change, same thing I was telling somebody the other day, the electric stuff. Whoever thought 20 years ago we'd have electric cars and you'd be driving around now. Now we're cutting our grass with an electric lawnmower.
Yeah, very true. Very true, man.
You got to change. You got to change. And I think this, man, our business has freaking just scaled over the past 6-8 months just because we decided to step up with technology, change, spend money on yourself, write the check for speed. That's what you have to do.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. I love it. Well, so I don't want to jump too far ahead. Let's get back to getting to know you and your smoking hot wife, as you call her. So before the fence life and the fence industry, what did work look like for you?
Right. So me and her met back in 1994. And she got pregnant in high school, kind of got through that. We had our oldest daughter, which is now a doctor, 0 student loans. We're super proud of our Dr. Lynch. She is a Dr. Lynch. We're proud of her. She just graduated last year. In May. So yeah, so we're proud of her. But yeah, we got through that. And then I worked in the construction industry, poured concrete for a lot of years, and had a really good job, had a good life. And then she kind of stayed at home a little bit, worked a little bit here and there. And then kind of fast forward a little bit, I decided I wanted to get out of the construction industry and be a police officer. So I got into the police business. I got into the police business in 2004.
4 or 5, yeah.
2004 or 5. And then, as everybody knows, which I think it's terrible for this world, that police officers don't get paid enough money. They do not get paid enough money. So I tried it, and I was like, I was making, $50,000, $60,000 a year pouring concrete, and I went to making $30,000 a year as a police officer. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't do it. So I was like, hey, I got to find something to supplement. And so we looked and looked and looked, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start cutting grass. Well, that's what everybody does. So I got out there with myself, my mower I'm pushing, and people would drive by and go, you're an idiot. You're never going to make it. And so they didn't realize what they're doing is just pouring gas. Pouring gas on me. You're pouring gas on me, and I guarantee you, I'm going to put it in your eyeballs when I get done.
Right.
So that's what I did. I started cutting grass, and I started working. And I had a guy that I kind of fell in with. He taught me how to do fences over the course of about 6 months. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start building fences. And I started building fences, and it got to be, I was doing it as a police officer because I was trying to make extra money, but it got to where it was costing me more money to be a police officer than it was to be in the fence business. So I decided in 2000, probably, I don't know, 2006, 2007, somewhere around in there, we were going to start doing it. And then in 2015, I said, the heck with it. I went all in on the fence business. We took everything we had, got rid of it, and just all in 100%, had $5,000 in the bank, rock and roll.
Home and a disc.
And it wasn't no Kent. It was going to go, we're going this way and we ain't going back.
There we go. There we go, man. I love it. I love it. So are you still doing the lawn care side too? Is this a double faceted business, or is it just fence?
No. So, whenever I started the business, I named it Lynch's Lawn and Fence, thinking that I was going to cut grass for a lot of years. And we did it for a long time, and it made us some really good money. But just like everything else, almost like the fence business, everybody wants to work out of the back of a pickup truck. Well, you can't. You're cutting $35 lawns. You can't compete with the guy that's going to cut them for $20 or whatever, So we got to where it was just, it wasn't good for us. And we stopped doing it probably about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, cutting grass. Something like that. About 2 years ago, we got some rentals we cut, but it ain't nothing like that. But we just really don't do it anymore. A lot of times people's like, man, just stick to grass cutting. No, it's just in the name, and we've had it for years, and that's why we just leave it on there. But heck, think about it. You got to have a lawn to have a backyard, right? You got to have a fence. If you fence a lawn to make backyard, so lawn and fence works out first.
Absolutely, man. I love it. I love it. So how many crews are you currently running these days?
So it just really depends. It really depends on the day and the job, obviously. But generally speaking, 5 to 6 crews every day. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. Just depends. 2 to 3 man crews. But yeah, we're pushing those out every single day. It's roughly 5 to 6. Sometimes we'll get lucky and get a 7-man crew out, but most of the jobs we have are pretty good sized jobs, so they take a little bit more help than others. So yeah, running pretty good, full steam ahead.
Now, when you first decided to go all in to the fence business, what did that look like? Was it just you and a crew? Did you already have some crews lined up, ready to go with some work, or?
We the crew.
Yeah. So basically what we did was we just said, hey, we're going to go all in. And so my daughter at the time, which is a doctor, she would help me in the summertime. She was helping me cut grass. She would tote poles. Amber would help me. Smoking Hot would help me, as far as, we made it work. Like literally, I was doing police work at night. I'd work from 9 till I'd work at 9 at night till 5 in the morning. As soon as I got home, I'd sleep for about an hour, get up, take my youngest daughter to school. And then I would work the fence business from 7 till about 3, come home, get me a nap, turn around, do it all over again every day. It was every day. And it wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie. It sucked. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But the life that we live now, it was all worth it. It was all worth it at that time.
Right. Well, hey, that makes perfect sense on why you and Mr. Sean King get along so well, and you've never met each other.
Yeah. Why is that?
He hasn't told you that story?
No.
All right. Well, I mean, I won't tell you the whole story, but he joined the sheriff's department after he started building fence for health insurance for his late wife, and was doing the same thing, working on the fence business while on calls. Chris, who owns the company that I work with, he's got stories of like being on a call with Sean and Sean getting a call and being like, "Hey, oh shit, man, I gotta go. Bye." And so that makes sense on why you two get along so well. You have very, very similar stories on how you went all in.
Right. And that's what I can tell people, man. And I can't say it now, but man, if you have a dream of where you want your life to be, you have a dream and a goal where you want your life to be, every second that you wait for that dream and that goal to get there and you don't go chase it, somebody else is getting that. somebody else is getting it. And that life is there. It's there. Trust me, I lived it. It's there. But every second you wait, somebody else is getting that, and you're missing out on it. And it's on you. You're the one that's got to turn that goal, that dream. You got to turn it into reality. You got to go get it. You can't wait. You got to go now. People's like, I was just we just having a managers meeting a while ago, and I was just telling them the same thing. They're like, well, we don't wait till next week. No, now. You have to do it now. Now is the time, because you don't know what's going to happen. You're liable to walk out the door and get run over by a car. You're going to regret the decision, and the family members that you have are going to regret decisions that you didn't make. You have to make those decisions and do it now. You got to do it now. Cut the check for speed. Do it now.
Very true. Very true, man. I like your take on things. I like your energy, like your overall energy. I could tell through the first time I messaged you, I was like, oh yeah, man, this one's going to be a good one.
Well, and I got it. And so I got a massive story, but just to be honest with you, man, I've been dead. I've been dead for 45 years. I literally have been dead for 45 years. And now I wake up every day and I want to say what I want to say, but I want to chew somebody's leg off. Like literally, I want to chew somebody's leg off, because I can see, I can see people making the same dumbass mistakes that I made. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, the way I see things now, it's just like, if I would have done this 20 years ago, I was telling one of our guys the other day, we're doing evaluations. And I was telling one of my guys, if I knew what I knew when I was 27 years old, what I knew now, I would freaking run the freaking world. You hear me? I'm just telling you, like literally, it's just crazy to think that I would literally run the world, because I see it a whole lot different. My dad always told me, he said, son, you're going to grow up one day. So, I love it. I love the life that I have. And like I said, nothing's ever easy, but man, I love it. I hate going to sleep, but I love waking up. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I enjoy the life.
Oh yeah, man. I love it. I love it. So for your earlier years, whenever you guys were first getting started or first really getting going, what did your like mentorship and your training look like for you?
Well, and to be honest with you, I'll be straight up and honest with you, because honesty is the key to everything, man. Look, so what I learned when I first started, it wasn't the greatest techniques. It wasn't the greatest. I had a guy that taught me. He knew a little bit about it, didn't know a whole lot about it, but he's like, hey, just run with it. Do this, do that. And so what I'd learned, I did for so many years is I put it up the way he taught. And so I would get somebody in that would come help me, and they were like, hey, man, try this, try this, try this. And you would learn, but I didn't. I was so bullheaded, and so I can do this, just like men get. I mean, we all get like that. I don't need you to tell me how to do this. I mean, I talk to people every single day on all the social media platforms. I've been doing this shit for 30 years. You can't tell me nothing new. Okay, bro, keep on rock and rolling. I had the same mindset. Like I had the same mindset. And I didn't care. Somebody would walk up to me and say, hey, you ever try to do this? Man, shut up, leave me alone. I know what the hell I'm doing.
Right.
And then about 18 months ago, it all clicked, and it goes, you think you got it figured out, but you're a damn idiot. You don't have it figured out. Everybody else is around you is figuring it out and living the greatest life ever. And you're still that punk dude that's posting on social media saying, shut up, you don't know what you're talking about. You're that guy.
Right.
And I woke up one morning, I said, I'm not going to be that guy anymore. I'm going to learn. I'm going to listen. I'm going to thank people like you. I'm going to thank people like Sean King, all those guys that are out there that are willing to help. And most of the time they'll give you the information for free. All you got to do is ask. All you do is ask.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. It all boils down to, the way you are with your words at the end of the day. I mean, you can disagree with somebody and still have a cordial conversation. And I think a lot of people forget that sometimes, that one person's view on one thing should not judge the entire person. But social media tends to blur the lines on that, as it does with pretty much everything. Yeah, man, you can call and ask Sean right now anything, and I promise you, if he doesn't answer, he'll call you back and he'll have the answer. And if he doesn't have the answer, he'll point you to someone who got the information that you're looking for.
Right.
And that's how I got started too. I mean, asking people and watching people on Facebook and getting the courage to be like, hey man, can you explain to me how you did that? And you might get some no's along the way, but when you get those yeses and they all start clicking, man, it's great. And it's great to have people all over the freaking country that you can call who might deal with a different product or deal with different like anomalies, and they deal with those every single day out there, and just call up and be like, hey man, what do I do in this like situation? So it's always great to have your friends and lift people up is what I like to do. I don't want to really want to bash somebody or tear somebody down. That's no fun. So that's my whole reason for doing this show. It's one of the major things that I love in life is teaching people stuff, showing people things, talking about processes. That's what fills my cup up at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, man, and like I said, I thank y'all. You guys that do this, I mean, I know y'all have jobs that you work every single day, and for you to come home and have to do this at night, you love it. We know you love it, and see, that's where I want to be. People's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do with your fence company? Where are you trying to go 5, 10, 15 years? You know what I'm going to be able to do fences, and I'm going to make a lot of money, and I've made a lot of money doing fences. But what I want to do is I want to give back, and I want to show people that there's more people out there willing to give and less people willing to take. And they're out there. You just got to go find them. Up until a couple of years ago, I never even knew about the AFA. Never even knew about it because I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know about guys like you. Somebody's out there doing a fence podcast. What? Nobody wants to hear that shit. And then now you look at it, you're like, man, you got guys out here doing this stuff like you, and there's so much information. I listen now, I'm like going down the road, and I'm just I got y'all popped up on there, and it's just rolling through, and I'm listening. I'm like, man, at the information that you can get off of this, it's crazy. I mean, you go to YouTube, try to find something, man, you go right here, they'll tell it all to you. You ain't got to watch it. You can just hear it going down the road. And it's just, to me, it's crazy we get to do. I say it all the time. It's crazy we get to do this every day. A lot of times I wake up, pinch myself, like, God, I can't believe we get to do this every single day. And like I said, you guys, man, kudos to you guys, man. Thank y'all, man, because y'all are the ones that are pushing this. Y'all are the ones that get the industry better. Y'all are the one getting the news out, actually talking to people.
Yeah, man, that was one of my big things whenever I first got into the industry, because I come from a background of like tightly knit trades, like the mechanics industry and stuff like that. And my biggest thing was whenever I would tell somebody that I was a fencer, they're like, "Oh, so you fight with swords?" I'm like, no.
Yeah, you would get that. Yeah,
nowhere even near. So I want to have all the guys in the industry be proud of being a fencer at the end of the day. Not like, yeah, I'm just the fencer over here, right? Like, I want it to be the same thing as a brick mason or as, a concrete finisher. I want us to be able to say, I'm a fencer, and that comes with like respect, because I mean, there's fences everywhere all over the world, not just here. And they've been all over the world for centuries too. So, it's obviously a very, very important part of society, I guess you could say. So just getting out here and like doing this stuff, like a lot of the new guys, when I find out that I do a fence podcast, they're like, so you mean to tell me that you work pretty much 50 hours a week putting up fence, and then you also spend your off time talking about fence? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, that's not too much. I'm like, it's not too much when you love it.
That's it.
I mean, like when it's something that you actually truly love, it's not much of a work thing. It's a want to do thing. I mean, of course, there's going to be days where I don't exactly feel like sitting around typing up like show notes. I would much rather be watching a movie with my wife or something. But those days are few and far between versus the ones that I'm like, all right, it's Saturday, let's do some notes, right? So, it's just something that I really like to do. And I'm glad that people can find all of the information that I have put out there for everybody to find. I'm glad that they're finding it. It's like, that's great to hear.
Right. And if you look at it like this, you guys that do this, if where you're at, you're sitting right now, if you think about this, if you can change one person's life, just one person's life with what you're doing right now, and I don't know how many of these you've done. If you can change one person's life, and help one person succeed that's down in their lowest point of their life, if you can ever do that, everything you do is worth it 100%. And that's the way I look at it. There's so many people we talk to, and I was like, people like, why do you answer that back? Why do you answer back? Because I feel like if I can change one person's life, if I can create that one leader, then now we got another leader that can go out and change and help this industry grow to something that it's really, and it's a big industry, but is it really that big right now? Or can we make it something to where, you got the United Auto Workers Union or industry out there. You got your pipe fitters union, you got your welder union, you got your electrical union. You get out there, and not saying I'm not trying to push unions or nothing like that, but that's a big group of guys. You get the fencing industry with these guys together and let us show up with, 500,000-600,000 people somewhere. That's massive. And that's what we got to do. We got to get this industry going, but it's only way this industry is going to get there is with change. You got to change, and people have to change the way they think and open their minds up to there's a better world out there. There's a better thing out there. It's not always the way you think it's supposed to be done. There's somebody that knows a better idea, and be open to that. And if we do that, man, this thing will grow massively.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love your take on that. Real quick, we are going to jump to commercial break, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay.
National Metal Industries, a family-owned business for 70-plus years, has grown to be recognized for their ability to deliver on not just privacy slats for fence, but all types of fence products. National Metal Industries has all the hardware and tools to get the fence professional in and out of their job with the most ease possible. You can count on National Metal Industries for the most convenient resources in fence products. Visit nmifence.com for more information. As we like to say, you can always pick it right at National. J.C. Gurry Signs and Decals has been a trusted name in the sign industry since 1949, with all manufacturing done in-house from start to finish right here in the USA. With 75 years in outdoor signage and roots dating back to the 1920s, J.C. Gurry specializes in durable, high-quality signs and decals. In-house screen printing since the 1970s ensures every product meets the highest standards. Visit jcgurry.com for more information. Every aluminum sign includes Mylar lamination at no extra cost, extending product life in tough outdoor conditions. For unmatched quality and longevity, visit jcgurry.com. Struggling with a gate that drags on your sloped yard? Orlando Hinge Company has the solution, the Swan Hinge. Unlike standard hinges, the Swan Hinge lets double drive gates swing open smoothly up inclines, eliminating dragging and binding. Easy to install on vinyl, aluminum, wood, and chain link gates. It's built for durability and made to withstand the elements. And when your customer hears that, yes, their gates can work on a slope, you just made the sale. The Swan Hinge, designed by fencers for fencers. Made in the USA, lifetime warranty. Order today at swanhinge.com or email info@orlandohingecompany.com. The Swan Hinge, because every gate deserves to open smoothly.
Alrighty, guys, we are back, and just one more shout out. If you are still looking to up the level of your fence company, whether it be the business side or the installation side, highly recommend you guys go check out www.mrfenceacademy.com. All right, boom, we are back, and we got Daniel Lynch of Lynch's Lawn and Fence and his smoking hot wife, as he says, on the show tonight. And we've been finding all about Daniel and Lynch's Lawn and Fence. And that brings us to our next topic. So before the break, you said you got, for the most part, 5 to 6 crews, sometimes 7. What did the path look like to going from just you your wife and your kid to 5 to 6 crews and sometimes 7?
Whoo, so that's a good one. So, when we first started this thing, I don't think we ever really intended on it to be where it's at. We didn't. We really kind of intended to like, hey, we're gonna own our own business, and we're gonna take off when we want to take off. And not to say, but we're gonna be able to, if we want to go to a ball game, we'll shut down at 2:00 and go to a ball game. And
Right.
so it worked. So you got to that plane, and it was like, you got several $1,000s in your pockets, you got $40,000, $50,000 in the bank, all your bills are paid. It's great, right? And then you got to thinking and like, is that really all I want?
Right.
And so, then we was like, well, let's go a little bit more. So here we go. Let's hire a couple more people. So we'll hire a few more people. Where's up to 3 or 4 people. And then now we hit that half to $750,000 a year. Everything was going good. Just doing as many fences. And we were still, hey, y'all go do this. We're going to get out of here. And
Right.
then, and so it kind of slowly trickled there. And it's like, okay, so is this all we want out of this? And so once we started, I think when we went all in 2015, like all in 2015, it was like what Snap was not only is it our 4 that we had to take care of, it was the 6 that we brought with us on. And so now our family went from 4 to 10.
Right.
And so that's the way it is. And of course, now our family's at 20, probably 24, 25 people.
26.
Yeah, 26 people. So yeah, so that's our team now. And so that's the way we looked at it. And so when we bring them on, it's just like, you're with us. Like you're a part of our, not only our team, I consider it's called the Lynch Army. It's the Lynch Army now, because we're just a group of people that just were dogs every day. We're just fighting day in, day out. We put our backs to the wall every single day, and we're just guns a-blazing. But that's it. To get from there to there, it's a lot of, just sweat and tears, fighting, not making payroll. As far as I say, not making payroll, we've never had to where we couldn't pay our people. We went weeks and
Even go without being paid.
weeks and months without paying. This been years ago, but weeks and months without paying ourselves. But it's just like, man, we love our people so much. Like we just, yeah, I said
Family.
they're family, and I mean it's just not like a work family. Like I said, we're an army.
Right.
A lot of stuff. If you watch we do some live videos in the morning. You can actually see some of the stuff we do, and it's just our team is like none other. Show me another team that just doing what our team is doing out there. They're not. That's why I consider our team is. If you can't see that right there, I put it out there. You see it all the time. Because I say it, number 1 fence company in the world, number team in the world. I believe that we have the number 1 team in the world. I don't believe there's nobody better out there. That's just the way I feel. But getting back to your question, though, that yes, what was it like? It was really, really tough to get it going that way. There were struggles. Never were slow. We never had any problems with work. Like work's always been, always. We always have been 6, 8, 12, 14 weeks behind. Like right now, 14 weeks behind. And we're in January or February, if you can believe that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just really, really been blessed. But yeah, I mean, it was a struggle. I mean, we fought and just a lot of work, a lot of late hours. But hey, that's what it's all about. If you're going to get your dream, you're gonna have to do stuff that everybody else don't want to do.
Very true. Very true. Speaking of keeping those mouths fed, how do you keep that like schedule book so booked out?
Well, that's a really good question. We do a little bit of advertising, not a lot. We have a certain amount of money we spend on but I think what a lot we do radio commercials, and we do there's a couple other things we do. But what I found is if you'll go when you sell the job, you bring tons of energy. You bring tons of energy when you go out there and you talk to the customer. You just don't find out about, hey, I'm here to do your fence. Hey, you got 60 feet of fence. No, I'm going to talk to you about your dogs, your cats, your mom, your dad, your kids. I'm going to know everything it is about you before we start talking about the fence. And so that's what I think is you build a relationship with people, and then you do what you tell them you're going to do. Like if you say you're going to do this, do it. And
Right.
at the end of the day, it might cost you. I always tell people when they're not happy with something that's going on, if this fence is a $5,000 fence, if I gave you a price for $5,000, if it cost me $20,000 to do this fence, it's worth you being happy. That's
Right.
what I'll spend an extra $15,000 of my own money for you to be happy, because that's what it's all about. Because that person is just going to go tell the next person, go tell the next person, go tell the next person. And yes, we run across people that aren't going to be happy, but I can guarantee you, when I get done with you, you are going to be extremely happy with the process and everything we've done. You might not have liked something that happened along the way, but I can promise you, we are going to take care of you. We're going to treat you and your family with 100% world-class customer service. You're going to get it from start to finish. We're going to do what we tell you we're going to do.
Love it. I love it. So with having such a large scale operation, do you have people doing quality control, or is that kind of your foreman's role as well?
Right. So we have a pretty good long checklist of how to make sure we're covering bad things that actually could happen. So with just to kind of give you a little bit of the process, these guys have checklists that they do when they go out to a job. So if they're going out to a job and they're starting and they don't get finished, every day they got to finish out a checklist. It's a checklist of, I don't know, 25, 30 things that they got to go over and check it off to make sure this was done. This was done. Flags are pulled up. No mud on the poles. No mud on the driveway. No sawdust on the driveway. It's just a ton of lists like that. And so when they complete their job, then we have, I don't want to necessarily, I hate calling people managers. We just have this problem. I got drivers, and my drivers, not my foremans, my drivers are the people that go out and check, make sure quality control's good. And then also our sales team will also follow up a lot of times with what they've sold and go, hey, how did we do? How did this work? You know, I posted a video yesterday or day before, maybe it come out this morning. But Devin, she's one of our sales girls, out checking on a job that she sold, and she wanted to make sure that the guys were out there doing the right thing, doing the right job, making sure everything was getting done right. The customer was happy. So it's a lot of process we have. We have several girls. She has a team here in the office that they follow up with a lot of the clients, and they make sure that everybody's happy and that the process is being done along the way. And if they're not, we're shooting somebody out there quick, trying to find out what we can do to resolve the issue. So just a lot of, we try to, and I learned this from the beginning of it, because I learned in the beginning, you can go out there and say, it's a $6,500, $5,500 fence, whatever you want to say. And you can look at that $5,500 check. No, I don't look at that $5,500 check. I feel like that I need to look at that person and make sure they're happy. Raising Fans is a good book. I don't know if you've ever read it, but it's a really, really good book. And make sure that person's happy. That way, at the end of the day, they become a raving fan. And the money's going to follow. They're going to, sometimes they're going to pay you more. I mean, we had a lady pay us $1,500 more than what we actually bid on a $9,000 job. She paid. Wow. Don't know why. And we can't get her to answer the phone call back. I think she just felt bad because we had to do so much work there. But it's just, you get that. It's just like, that's what you try to do. You just try to kill everybody. And it's the customer service that you have to have. You got to tell them, you got to tell people 100%, not 95, not 60, 100% world-class customer service is what we offer. And if we can't give that to you and to get it done for you, we're going to give it to you for free.
Oh, wow. There we go, man. Yep. There we go. I love it. So it is Fence Tech week, and you guys are going to be at Fence Tech, right?
Yes, sir. Flying out in the morning, really, really early in the morning.
We'll be on the plane at 6 a.m.
Awesome. Was last year y'all's first Fence Tech?
So for us, our first year. Yeah, our team went the year before to Memphis or Nashville. They went the year before, went to Nashville. And then when they come back, we had never gone. It's like, I'm not going to that shit. I don't want to see that. That ain't for me. I got fences to build. I know everything about it. And then, of course, when they come back, their eyes were like this big around. Their suitcases was full of stuff. And they called us every 10 minutes. They're like, hey, we see this. This is cool. Can we buy this? I'm like, shoot, swipe the card, get it. Hey, we see this. Can we buy this? Swipe the card, get it. And I was like, oh, we got all this stuff back at the hotel. I was like, well, how are y'all going to get it back? Y'all flew there. Anyways, yeah. So it was a mess. But then we were like, I told her, I said, we got to go. And then, of course, last year, man, it was bad. Planes got delayed. We only got there like a day. We were there for about a day and a half.
And we didn't get the whole full day.
We didn't get the whole full day. And then we told ourselves this year we're gonna leave a day early, which we didn't. But now we're starting to plan a little bit better. So next year, I think it's gonna be in Phoenix next year. I think it's Phoenix next year. We're gonna go the whole week. I believe the school we just finished up a gate automation training in Grapevine, Texas. Me and Smoking Hot did, and I was like, you know what? You gotta have to spend money on yourself. You have to spend money on yourself. You have to invest. What I think I've learned over the past 18 months is the number one investment in the world. The number one. Listen to this. Anybody wants to hear what the number one? I'm fixing to give you the key. The number one. You can go put money in you can put $1 million in the S&P 500 stock market, wherever you want to do. Put it in yourself. It's 100% return. 100% return. And that, for somebody like me, that was really, really hard to try to figure that out. Told her that we were talking to somebody the other day, literally this year, we're 30 days in, we've already spent about $25,000 this year already on training, trying to get better. And I want to go listen to somebody talk. I want to pick their brain. I want to take their brain out, stick it in my head. I mean, I want to learn, dude. I want to learn that much about it just because I feel like that the more that I can learn, I can give it to somebody else, and then that'll help them up along the way. That somebody that might not have that $25,000 to spend, because I'm going to give you everything I got. If I learn it, I'm going to give it to you, because I feel like, there's so many people in our game, in our industry, that take that and you ain't seeing this. Like, you ain't coming to my shop. I'm like, no, bro, come in. I invited a guy from Jackson, Mississippi the other day. He said, man, I'm just going to start my fence business. I said, come on, bro. Come on over. You can come in, look. You can hang out with us. Go out with the crew. You want us to come to you? Free of charge. I'm coming. I'll bring a crew over there. We'll help you put up a fence. We'll show you how to do the new King Plus, which we just learned how to do, which is freaking awesome, man. That's a badass fence. But anyways, but I want to help people. I literally love helping people, because my thing is if I'd have had the help that I'm trying to give people now at that age, man, where would I be at? And I want to see people succeed. I want to see people make tons of money, but I want to see people be leaders as well.
Hell yeah, man. I love it. I love it. Same here, brother. All right. Well, hey, man, we are coming up on time for the end of the show. So you got any closing words for the viewers and listeners?
Well, one thing I can tell you is that I've learned, over my time is if you got a spouse, bring her with you. Don't hold her back. Don't try to say, oh, she can do this, she can do that. Bring her with you. She's going to be the person right there that's going to be with you in the dogfight. If you lose it all or win it all, she's going to be right there with you, no matter what. You got to take her with you. And the second thing is invest in yourself. A lot of people say they don't want to invest in themselves. Like I just said, that's the number one investment in yourself. And I can tell you this: change is big, big, big. For a person that can really screw themselves into the ground, you can screw yourself so far in the ground that you don't think you can get out. For the person that can figure out how to unscrew their life and change, they're going to 10x their income overnight. And I can tell you, my change hasn't 10x my income, but I can tell you I'm getting pretty dang close to where that's at. And it's amazing to think you're going, man, I can only make $70,000 a year. That's just because of the mindset you have. If you're going to do exactly what that brain tells you to do. Read the book. It's called Outwitting the Devil. Napoleon Hill wrote it. It's an awesome book. Devil wants you to drift every single day. Every time you tell yourself you're going to do something and there's something in the back of your mind pops up and says, hey, I can't do this, I can't do that, you're drifting. You can do it. Unscrew yourself. You're going to be forever wealthy. I promise you. Invest in yourself, and don't be ashamed to help other people out. Don't try to hide secrets. I promise you that. If you're good at what you do, the world needs to know. The world needs to know who you are, where you at, and where they can find you. And if you do that right there, you're going to be able to help everybody out. There's no doubt about that.
Hell yeah, man. I love it. Well, speaking of, tell everybody where to find you guys at.
All right. So Daniel Lynch, Lynch's Lawn and Fence, 101 Crown Court Place, Bossier City, Louisiana. Find us online, lynch'slawnandfencellc.com, 318-459-7837. Number one, baby. Don't forget that.
I freaking love it, man. Well, hey, thank you guys for taking some time out of your night to come on here and talk some fence with me. It's been awesome. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoy your full time at Fence Tech this upcoming week, man. And I can't wait to meet you in person.
And man, thank you. Yes, thank you. And it's a pleasure being on here. I can't believe when we get this opportunity. Like, literally, when you sent me that message, I'm like, God, I can't believe this. I get to be on a freaking Fence podcast. Like, literally, it's just like, I couldn't believe it. But man, thank you for what you do, man. You're awesome. I know you've been working all day. You work a full-time job and you do this. Man, there's a lot of people out there don't give you credit. You need 100% credit on what you do. You're an awesome dude. Thank you. And I can't wait to meet you.
All right, man. Well, hey, thank you for your kind words. And once again, thank you for coming on the show, man. And y'all go enjoy your like the rest of the week at FinTech, and we'll see you next time. All right.
You too. Stay in touch with us.
All right, guys. Boom. That was fun, man. That was fun getting to know Daniel after watching him for the past year on social media. You guys who are at FinTech this week, be safe, have fun, go get some education at the education classes, go look at some new tools, there's some new things that the fence world's offering, and y'all have fun, man. Y'all have a wonderful rest of like your week. Got a great show lined up for you next week. And with that said, we will see y'all next week, guys. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night.